Good morning. Once again, another car vlog. It's Saturday, November 18th, and I'm on my way to my Weight Watchers meeting. I kind of feel I might have a little bit of a loss. Kind of feeling it a little bit. I woke up this morning feeling pretty good about myself. I was going to go for a walk today when I got back from my meeting, but it's been raining off and on, so it depends on if it's raining. If it's just spritzing, I'll still go for my walk, but if it's raining, no. But I have to go to the bank because my bank called me. I have a credit card that earns points. Well, it should earn points, but I didn't sign up for it to earn points. And I thought it was, but for some reason it wasn't. And I found out that if I had been on the point system for this past year, so far this year, because I just got this credit card in January. I switched over from another one or whatever. And I found out that for the amount of money that I've charged and paid back, I could have earned $100 in cash. I thought it was just like you can go get, I really never paid that much attention to the points because I thought it was because you could just buy other stuff, and I don't like to use my credit card unless I absolutely have to. And then I'd like to pay off whatever I've charged. But I didn't realize that, so we're on the bumpy road now. Get ready, buckle up. So we're gonna go. I should turn my lights on because it's a little froggy out here. I'm gonna stay on plan today. I know weekends have always been my downfall, but I have to. I found a really good quote. Wait till you hear my quote. It's the perfect quote for me, and it just was screaming my name when I saw it. I find my quotes. I go to weightloss.com. And there's so many. There's motivational quotes, there's funny quotes, there's inspirational quotes. And I also have a daily quote sent to me by Jonathan Hewitt Lowe, I think his last name is. L-O-I-E or something, L-O-U-I. But every morning when I check my email, I have a inspiration from him. And sometimes I use them and sometimes I don't, because sometimes they're quite lengthy, but they do hit home with you, and it gives you a different perspective for the day. And of course, I always say a prayer. I always pray for all my YouTube family, my regular family, anybody out there in need. I'm a strong believer in prayer, and I know that prayer works. One of my favorite songs is Garth Brooks' Unanswered Prayers, because if you're praying for something and you don't get it, God might have something better for you. So sometimes your unanswered prayers is really an answer to your prayer. That's the way I live my life. I know it's like karma. I know it's like a religion too, but I really believe in karma. I think if you throw good stuff out into the world, good stuff's going to come back. And if you throw bad stuff's going to come back to you. Nobody's perfect all the time. I like to tell my family that I'm perfect, but no. My mother used to always say, like, when you'd be a martyr or something, and she'd always say, martyrs go to heaven, but you have to live your life on earth too. So I know that never really made much sense, but she always said that. So other than that, I feel really good. I really, really do. I just only the one day I didn't eat the 3 meals. I've eaten the 3 meals every day. Saturday I was good because I knew I was going to have pizza for the birthday party, so I didn't have cake. So I balanced it out. And usually Saturdays and Sundays are my bad days. And this week only Sunday was really a bad day. And it really wasn't that bad, other than the fact that I used all my weeklies in one day. But that's what they're there for, to use. But I don't think you're supposed to use them all in one day. And then next week is Thanksgiving. So we have to remember that Thanksgiving just comes one day a year. It's not for a whole week. So we got to remember to be on track the whole week so that we don't have a miserable week next week. I'm bound and determined to have a loss today because I had a loss last week, and I'd sure like to have another loss next week. Even a small loss. Any loss would be great for me. It's an incentive for me to keep on going. improvement. How about you guys? You guys doing good out there? You struggling? I know there's a lot of us struggling, especially this time of year. It's going to be so hard. You know, like I said, I made the gingerbread houses for the kids to decorate. I do have some gingerbread cookies that they're going to decorate pretty soon. And then one day, I'm trying to find a project. Christy had one she shared on Facebook about they make their own plates, and then it's like a snowman plate, and it's like a snow globe on the plate. So I might look for that. I just like to create memories. My one grandma lived in Boston, and I very rarely saw her. When I was a little girl, I saw her maybe 3 times when I was really little. I used to look forward to her Christmas packages every year because she always sent us something that never fit. But because she didn't see us, so she didn't know what size we were. But it was always exciting to have the back then, because nowadays you see the UPS truck everywhere. But I don't think it was UPS. I think it was just regular mail. But when they would come to the door with the package, and it would be all wrapped up, and we'd have to wait till Christmas Eve to open that package to see all the wrapped Christmas packages inside. And so that was always fun. And my other grandma, my mother's mother, she just didn't like kids. She had 9 kids, but and I don't know, it's not so much that she didn't like kids, but that she had I think by the time we came along, because my mother was the youngest of 9. Well, no, she was the second youngest of 9. My Aunt Shirley was the youngest, but I think by the time we came along, my grandmother had about 50 or 55 grandchildren by then. So, the novelty had worn off, as they say. And I don't ever remember getting any gifts from my grandmother, other for my birthday, my graduation. She was dead by the time I got married. No, she was still alive when I got married. I don't remember getting a gift for my wedding either. So it's just not the kind of grandma she was. So that's not the kind of grandma I want to be. My mother was a good grandma, and I kind of model myself after my mother, because I think my mother was the epitome of what a grandma should be, and that's what I want to do too. So that's my goal. Well, we're here. Time to face the music, as they say. Where did that expression come from? Okay, let's go. Well, look at me. I lost 1.8. So I'm down to 251.6, which means I'm really close to getting into the 40s, and I'm not going to sabotage myself. We had a good meeting about Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday, and like I said earlier, if I didn't, I'll say it again. If I did, I'll say it again. But if I didn't, I'll say it now. It's only one day. There's 21 meals in the day, and it's only one meal. So you don't have to go completely crazy on it. And, I should show you that I did lose the 251.6. Yep, 251.6. So I'm so close. So close. It's 2 weeks in a row I had a loss. I was looking at my app, on my Weight Watchers app on my phone, and I tend to have 2 weeks of a loss, and then 2 weeks of a gain, and then 2 weeks of a loss, and 2 weeks of a gain. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have a loss again next week. If not a loss, at least I'm going to maintain, because I'm tired of that pattern. I'm on that roller coaster, and I was waiting for the meeting to start. I was looking at my app to see my progress, and I noticed the pattern. So I'm going to break the pattern next week, and I'm going to lose. I'm going to have a good weekend, and get back on track. So see you guys in a bit. Well, let's eat a healthy breakfast. I'd like to point out that I did say there's 21 meals in a day. Oh my goodness. No, there's not. There's 21 meals in a week. Don't try to eat 21 meals in a day. It won't work out. Trust me. So anyway, I started my day with a prayer. I've drank 20 ounces of water so far. I got to get going on my water intake. I lost 1.6 pounds at my Weight Watcher meeting. I didn't walk because it is raining now. And my quote is, you need a strong end to the week, not a weak end. My weekends have always been bad, so I can't be weak this time. So 34 smart points, 2 points for my egg, 4 for my half a cup of oatmeal, 1 for my quarter cup of 2% milk, and 0 for my bananas, grapefruit tea, and water. It's a 7-point breakfast. I have 27 points left for the day. And that, my friends, is a healthy breakfast. And I have my big cup of tea to kind of get some of my water in. Okay, I got busy today and I'm only eating 2 meals today. So this is my dinner. It's a hefty dinner, point-wise though. I have 3 ounces of turkey for 2 points, 1 ounce of Swiss cheese for 4, 2 for my flatbread, 2 for my 1 ounce of feta cheese, 0 for my salad, 6 for the 2 tablespoons of my poppy seed dressing, 1 for my 2 tablespoons of croutons, and 5 for my Weight Watchers chili, and 0 for the tea and the water, so it's a 22 points, and I still have 5 points left. If I get hungry later on, I can have some pretzel rods for a snack. Well, I had a successful day today. But I only ate the 2 meals, but I was kind of busy during the day, and it kept my mind occupied, so I did stay on track. It was a heavy point dinner, but I still was within my point, so that's all that really matters. I should have divided it up. I should have probably had the salad a little bit earlier, and then just had the sandwich and the chili. In actuality, I only ate half of the sandwich. I have the other half in the fridge, and I'll probably eat the other half tomorrow. Because between the soup and the chili, I was pretty full, and then I started eating the sandwich, and I thought, what's the point of eating the whole sandwich? The old Sandy would have ate the whole sandwich, because I figured, well, I already made it. But the new Sandy said, put it in a lunch baggie and put it in the fridge, and then you can have it tomorrow. It's already made. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to let Saturday become my weekend, and I'm going to stay on track. Jim called me earlier, and I really thought he'd be home today, but he's coming home tomorrow. And he wanted me to pick him up a couple things at the store for when he gets home. And he wanted me to tape the Lions game in case he doesn't get home in time to see the Lions game. And other than that, no other plans. Going to go to church and then stay on my program for tomorrow even. I'm not going to let the weekends do me in. I'm going to have another loss next week because Thanksgiving's coming. And like I've told you more than once, it's only 1 meal. And so I'm not going to go crazy. So I will see you guys on Monday.